ideas in Vietnam. The second thing is we had many experience from Vietnam. The first, we visited to historical places such as post office and the church. I think the French church.
Hanoi, like the city and all the buildings is not only traditional, the people, the way they're living also quite different with Ho Chi Minh City. Like usually in Ho Chi Minh City, I can see the clubs and it's like boom, boom, big, round, loud music after 10 a.m. But usually in Hanoi, my friends like come and we don't go outside after 10 p.m. because most of stores is closed and it's quite dangerous. So, but actually I went. I go outside after 10 a.m. I go 10 p.m. and it was scary because the most of the store always closed and the light also turned off.
And I'm not asking the Vietnamese because I think you already know what the figures are standing for. We'll just start with peace. Any idea what this figure?
That's the size of the rent in Vietnam, right? Over to the area.
Right?
Gift.
Perhaps you get a second time. I still find it honest. This is the total area of Vietnam, 330,000 square kilometer. And it's very specific that Vietnam is very long. It's not more round like Korea. It's quite long. And you can see Vietnam has a quite long coast.
It's in fact true. In German, very low, and South Korea, in the middle of our country. It means that in Vietnam, they cannot really conflict with managers. They should follow what managers say. Next indicator is individualism. The lower it is, the more collectivism country is. So Vietnam is really a collectivism country, as well as South Korea. And Russia is somewhere in the middle, and Germany is really an individualism country. It means that
which means and also the labor is very cheap, right? It can affect major companies to come to Vietnam to start up their factories. But Korea is very old, so and it's getting older, not younger. And Vietnam has a lot of natural resources. Like barely a lot for all the natural resources. But Korea was quite poor. Korea's quite poor, and especially oil, petrol oil. In that sense, Vietnam has a lot.
That's it. Also some free time activities. We can also enough time to come together. You can see Vietnamese ISB students and international SolBridge students. So there we could get to know each other. Also talk about similarities, differences in daily life, in student life. Just how we are living, or also comparison, how Vietnamese are living, how Germans are living in Korea, how life is in Germany. I think sometimes when I'm telling about how's life in Germany, if you can just cross the street and the cars are stopping. It's not possible in Ho Chi Minh City, and I think no one will believe me. But this is really great. Also great experience to see how life is in just really at the other end of the road, and was really great experience, and thank you to be part of it.
I also would like to thank ISB for giving me a chance to learn some facts about Vietnam. And I saw a lot of nice buildings, and still I saw a lot of constructions and also subway. And I realized that Vietnam's economy is growing. And in fact, I have a lot of friends in Vietnam, and it was my dream to come here And maybe if I have a chance, I would like to stay here in Vietnam. I feel like Vietnamese, yes. And also I learned about traffic jam. I mean, not traffic jam, motorbikes. And even though in European countries it's strict about light. I mean, if it's green, you should go. If it's red, you shouldn't go. But here it doesn't matter actually. But it seems very natural, so nothing happened actually. And I would like to thank you all Vietnamese students for motorbike trip. And yeah, thank you. And now, John.
Mainly I want to talk about three things. First, it's the traffic, motorcycle. I got really fascinated. I even rented my own motorcycle and rode around Chương City and also in Nakhon. I have one more thing to talk about traffic in terms of green light and red light. I saw that there's this counter, right? It starts from like 36 and something. And then when it starts, like when it becomes like 5, everyone starts to try to go like, what's going on? So, I mean, it was, I think it's just more than just motorcycle in Vietnam compared with Korea. It's like only for transportation, but it's more like something on life here in Vietnam. This is, that's me. Yeah. Second, foods. Oh my gosh, I love Vietnamese food.
Yeah, me too.
I can't even remember what kind of food I had, like so much. And well, still like just lunch today I had Vietnamese food, so good. And yeah, it's not really Korean style, but it was good. Third, it was about going to many places with friends in ISB. This place was the Imperial Palace Post Office. Was so nice and very. It was actually more good to be with new friends from Vietnam. Be prepared, small people.
Wow. think the bad thing is the defense, the national defense from the East Sea, the China, Filipino, the big struggle in the East Asia now, in the coastal. This is the one bad thing. It's not the good thing. You know, we struggle a lot. From the web, the world economic forum now talk about the struggle in the East Sea. Yes. For the GDP, you talk about maybe it will increase in the next 3 years, 5 years. But you know, Vietnamese have a big problem is we have failed to the average income tax. You know this? They are very dangerous for the economy, like the Vietnam, for emerging economy, like the Latin country like the Venezuela, have a big problem. They go out of the track, they move out of the track. That's very long time, maybe 10 or 20 years. And Vietnam very big dangerous now. So on the economic thing, how about we move fast and go out of the track like this for the GDP? Yeah. And for the FDI, John, he work FDI. You know now the Korea is number 1 FDI in Vietnam. Very good things. You know all the chairman in Korea come in Vietnam, like the CJ, like the Samsung, like the, yeah.
Actually, doing business in Vietnam is actually becoming a trend.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Yeah, for the SK, you know SK Group, SK Group is a very big project in Vietnam now. Yeah. So they really very good for the FDI. And now the Vietnam and Korea all sign agreement for the free trade agreement. Vietnam, so very good thing for Vietnam, Korea in the next in the future. And for the infrastructure and education, you mentioned it very
similar with our country, and also like Korea and like Vietnam, they have like similarity with the colonized from the other overseas countries, like strong countries, and also Korea has like south and north. We have Korean market for that, and Vietnam has a similar one. And on like in 1975, finally the Vietnam, like Socialist Republic of Vietnam, established by the Ho Chi Minh. So similar year compared to Korea. And about culture, what we see is like we call it outside, like this.
Yes.
We have like called it humble. We are having all like traditional process and like natural view and like Buddhism. Of course, we have that. And I want to talk about this like anniversary of Vietnam, but specific one like we call it lunar year. All the relatives is combined in that day and celebrate together.
Gross domestic product is about 1.3 trillion dollars as of 2013. Youth sessions is highest paid labor. What's interesting is about the Korean money. These are examples of cash. As not Korean money, Vietnamese dong. 500,000. Sorry. Alright, 200,000. You can see what you're present there. Next. And this is Korean money called fund. Well, actually one, but fund means money in Korean. Here are the coins. There's some story about the banknotes themselves. This person is Hwang, the great scholar, economist of South Korea. He was actually given a high position in the government during his time. Rejected it. This person is the son of that woman.
That woman?
You can see Korean drama already happening, right? The great king.
Who's in the mom?
And policy making. Do you have any proposal for those kind of policy makers in order to improve, for example, anti-corruption or improve infrastructures or for education? Any proposal on that? It's just a very open question and begins Vietnam.
Without you, I don't know how you do what you do. 'Cause 'Cause everything that don't make sense about me makes sense when I'm with you. Like everything that's green, girl, I need you. But it's more than one, and one makes two. I put aside the math and the logic of it. You gotta know you want it too. 'Cause I wanna wrap you up, wanna kiss your lips. I wanna make you feel wanted, and I wanna call you mine, wanna hold your hand forever and never let you forget it. Yeah, I wanna make you feel wanted. Anyone can tell you you're pretty, and you get that all the time.